Because again, in this short period of time since the last podcast, I was talking to the actor Shavae Lorenzo, and now, within a month, now we're talking to the filmmaker Shavae Lorenzo. And congratulations on your first, I would call it, right, your first kind of short film from Sequence
Yes.
21.
Yeah.
It's called Evil Has Two Eyes, right?
Yes, that's correct.
By Daniel Tika.
Yes.
Tika? Yeah, great. So I've been seeing it promoted on Instagram, and I've watched a bit of it. I have to say, like, very powerful, the cinematography and your performance as well. But walk us through it. Like, how did this project come to be? What's it all about?
So Daniel's my cousin and my business partner. Daniel had approached me, may have been last September or October. And it's so funny how life works. It's such a beautiful thing. So he approached me and he said, "Hey, I'm doing a short film." And at the time, the working title was Doppelgangers. And he said, "Hey, I'm doing this short film. It's called Doppelgangers. And I would love for you to be a part of it, one of the main characters to the story. I feel as if you would fit perfectly for it based off of based off of the work that I've seen you done and what I know you can do."
Right.
And I said, "Sure, absolutely, let's do it."
Good old Shavae. Yeah, are you kidding me? Opportunity.
Are you kidding me? This is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And he gave me the script, and I read it, and it was very confusing at first. So from there, we had a series of Zoom meetings just to really iron out the story, for me to understand the story, for me to understand the character. This character is so pivotal in the story. It was only going to be done properly and brought to justice if I understood the story properly.
Right.
That's the only way that I was going to feel comfortable doing it, because he is such a powerful character. And we went through the text. We fine-tuned it. We got us to a place where I could understand it. And then the real preparation came into, creating Damien is my character's name.
Right.
And a lot of his, when I break down characters, and, this is sort of touches up a little bit on what I spoke about the last podcast. My preparation as an actor is I want to get into this character's mind. And it comes from a place that is not judgmental. It comes from an honest place. Damien is an aggressive, violent individual, but not every person is like that for no reason. There are reasons to why they are the way that they are. Even though he's this leader, he's figuring out how to be a leader. And I think the loss of his parents, the environment that they're in, these are all contributions to creating this person. So essentially, the story is, and my cousin is so genius in terms of how his mind works. What's the easiest way to say it? It is essentially modern society's classism and how it creates tribalism, and how tribalism is infectious and poisonous to the youth. So as one watches it, it's metaphorical in terms of the fog and understanding the underlying issues throughout it. So I'll give you a good example. When it comes to modern day tribalism, we all come from different aspects and different cultures in our lives, and there's different values that we've been learning, and ones that really stick and ones that won't change. And there so happens to always be this friction and this contradiction and this clash from one culture to another, right? And this creates this poisonous environment for so many youths that it's not okay to be loved by somebody who doesn't look like you, to communicate with them, to talk to them, to grow with them, to have your own individual experiences and come together. That's more so what this story is really about. And my cousin's contradiction between You know, him being this young Black African American male who lives in, you know, the suburbs, and, you know, having to navigate life in that one aspect, and, you know, seeing how these two things come together and what he sort of sees behind the lines.
Right.
So, you know, when you see somebody getting pulled over, who's wrongfully pulled over, you know, cops killing so many people recently, and it's been happening through the dawn of time. It's just now, because of technology, we're able to capture those things.
Of course, yeah.
You know, there's so many of these unfortunate things that are contributing to infecting the younger generations, and the younger generations being impacted and infected by that. You know, they grow older and they become the adults and the gatekeepers of society. You know, so it's just thinking behind, you know, thinking behind the surface. You know, that's what it is. But it was definitely very interesting to understand,
Nice.
you know, his mind and how he sees the world, and how he's able to implement that as a filmmaker, and, you know, also allowing me the luxury to playing a larger role in this this project beyond being just the actor.
Right.
Helping him make decisions. I know this is like his baby. This project was his baby.
Yeah.
So I was so fortunate to be allowed to make a lot of the important decisions, or to help him do
Nice.
that. And I'm super proud of it. I'm super proud of it. I'm super proud of the work of every single person that was involved. You know, it takes a village to do these things.
Yeah, man.
And it took a village to create this. You know, yes, I get a lot of the praise because I'm one of the actors, and, you know, people say you had a really great performance and this, that, and the third. But I said, trust me, none of this would have been able to happen unless it was for everybody that was behind that camera. You know, so I'm super proud of everybody, and you know, I'm super proud of the film and the message that it's to show and to give everybody. And you know, I'm so big on everybody just spreading love. Not to get to, you know, not to get to this, but I'm so big with, you know, wanting everybody to just spread love, and to not hate each other. You know, that's so important for our society, to just love one another. We're here in this time and in this space, so make the best of it. You know, just love each other and appreciate each other, and just see how life is such a beautiful thing.